Hey, welcome back to Postal Barbecue. I'm Jabin Postal, and today at the grill, we're making up the most amazing steakhouse burger using the kettle grill. This recipe is simple to do, doesn't take a lot of time, and it's gonna be a family favorite for sure. Now, other than that, let's get into the cook. As I said, welcome back to Postal Barbecue. I appreciate you being here. Today at the grill, we're gonna be making up some delicious steakhouse style burgers that are absolutely delicious. And when it comes to burgers, there's a number of different styles, from your classic diner smash burger to your thick steakhouse burgers to even veggie burgers. For me, one of my go-tos is just a classic smash burger on the flat top griddle. I love those things. But today, I wanted to make a steakhouse burger because this is the style of burger that I grew up with, thick and juicy and delicious. And so that's what we're doing today. And so to start off with, I'm using a full pound of ground beef, and I split it into 2 balls. When you're beginning to form your patties, you want to make sure that you make them just slightly bigger than the bun size that you're using, because these patties will shrink a little bit. And so you want to make sure that that patty fits on that bun very nicely. All I'm going to do with our ground beef is I'm going to just begin to press it down into the shape that I'm looking for. And I like to kind of use my hand as a little bit of a guide. You don't want to press too hard on this patty, but you want to make sure that it's formed nicely without over pressing that meat, because when you over press it, it's going to turn out a little bit more dry, and we want these burgers to be as juicy as possible. All right, this looks very nice. And so you can see the size and the thickness of this patty. And so this is kind of what we're looking for our patties today. So I'm going to go ahead and make this second one. So today I'm going to be seasoning these patties with my Mad Cow beef rub, and this stuff goes incredibly well on burgers. But if you don't have this, go ahead and use some salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic on your burgers. That goes very nice as well. And so I'm going to liberally apply this rub to the outside of these patties. And I'm going a little bit heavier than I normally would because these patties are a little bit thicker than your smash burger. There we go. Flip these over. We'll do the same to the other side. There we go. That looks perfect to me. And so with these burger patties all done, let me show you how I set up the slow and sear kettle for today's cook. So to set up our grill today for cooking, I placed in about 20 briquettes into the slow and sear, and I got those coals fully lit. Next, I filled up the remainder of the slow and sear basket until it was about 3/4 of the way full. And then after that, I closed the lid and let our temperatures come up to around 250 degrees. My grill is sitting between 250 and 275 degrees, and it's time to put these burgers onto the grill opposite the coals. But because they are so thick, I am able to insert a digital thermometer into the center of these burgers. And so with everything ready, let's get these burgers onto the grill opposite the coals. I'm going to add in a small piece of hickory wood. Just place that directly over those coals. And then the last thing I'm going to do is place on a couple strips of bacon. We're going to cook this in the grill. And so with everything on our grill, I'm going to close up this lid, and I'm going to begin cooking these burgers until they reach an internal temperature of 140 degrees. And that's going to be the perfect target temperature to begin our final sear. While our burgers are cooking away, I'm gonna make some caramelized onions that are gonna go on top of this burger. And so I started out with a little bit of oil in my pan, and I'm gonna add in my onions. And today I'm using 2 onions for this. I have about a 1/4 cup of water. Next, I have a tablespoon of brown sugar and 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. I'll place that in there. And I'm gonna cook down these onions for probably about 20 minutes on a low heat until they're nice and caramelized and saucy and absolutely delicious. All right, so our onions are almost done, and I've just been notified by my meter probe that the burger has reached 140 degrees. And so let's open up the grill and take a look. All right, these look great. This is exactly what we're looking for. You can see that the burgers have taken on a little bit of color from that hickory wood that we put in there, but our bacon isn't yet done. And so the first thing I'm going to do is move around all of my coals and kind of bank them into the center of the slow and sear basket. And then I'm gonna place my bacon over those hot coals. Again, just to finish them off, get them a little bit crispy, and as well as I'm gonna remove my meter probe. And when you're cooking bacon directly over coals like this, you want to be monitoring them the entire time, flipping them as needed. go. And then I'm gonna place them onto that cutting board just to remove them from the heat. So with our coals nice and hot, I'm gonna begin to sear these burgers. I'm gonna move them off just to the front side here, and then I'm gonna spin this grate around so those burgers are directly over those hot coals. And I'm gonna sear these burgers on each side twice for about 45 seconds. I'll give it one last flip. And then I'm gonna top it with a little bit of cheese. So with these burgers seared, I'm gonna rotate this grill grate back around, and I'm gonna let these burgers just hang out for a little bit while we toast our buns. Get those over those coals, and this is only gonna take about 10 to 15 seconds because those coals are so hot. Go. That's perfect. So with our burger, our bacon, and our onions all done, it's now time to build our burger. And for our sauce today, I did go ahead and pre-make this type of barbecue mayo. And to make this, all I did was add in about a half a cup of mayonnaise, a quarter cup of barbecue sauce, and then some Worcestershire just to taste, and it makes a great burger sauce. And so I'm gonna place this on the bottom. Go. And then I'm going to place my burger right on top of this. There we go. Next, I'm going to take my bacon and I'm going to rip it in half, and I'm going to actually place on 2 full strips of bacon. And then on top of my bacon, I'm going to place a generous amount of these caramelized onions, and this is going to taste so good on this burger. There we go. And then lastly, I'm going to top just a little bit of that sauce on the top bun. There we go. We'll top that. And just like that, this burger is all done. I'm going to go ahead and make the second one, then we'll go in for the taste test. After only a short time, these steakhouse burgers are all done and they look amazing. The bacon and those caramelized onions really just help this burger shine. And so with that, there's nothing left to do except for go in for the taste test. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Wow. Like I said earlier, I love smash burgers, but when you put a burger like this in front of me, there's almost no comparison. The flavor of this burger is absolutely incredible. You get the smokiness as well as all of that great flavor from that final sear we put on these. You pair that with the smoked bacon and those caramelized onions and that sauce. Let me tell you, it is incredible. This is one of those burgers that you need to try. If you've never done a burger like this before, or it's been a while, make sure to give it a try because you won't be disappointed. So that's how you make that amazing smoky steakhouse burger for your next feast. You're gonna love it for sure. Hey, if you wanna see more barbecue videos just like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. Also, special thank you to all my patrons out there who help support this channel every single week. Until next time, keep that fire lit and get cooking.